Hello, Leo. This is Lex, and welcome to your general reading. If you have not already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I go live or post new content. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so every bit of this will not resonate with your situation. Please take what does and leave the rest for someone else who needs to hear that message. If you would like to reach me directly for readings, coachings, classes, or to purchase supplies from the store, the link to my website is in the description box below. All right, so I have already pre-shuffled and drawn your cards. I will go through in the order in which they came out and then rearrange and clarify as necessary. Okay, Leos? So first up, we have the 10 of water, 9 of fire, ace of fire, 3 of fire, 8 of water, king of air. Crowning the overall energy of your reading, we have the moon. This is number 18. It says important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, and release fears that hold you back. Some of you, this could be related to a Pisces individual. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our angel answer oracle and we're going to clarify this a little bit further. Clarifying, I have peaceful resolution and I have yes. Okay. So Leos, what I'm getting for you is that I kind of feel like even though this does say events behind the scenes, you really know what's going on, but you're just afraid to address it. You haven't worked up the nerve just yet to address the elephant of the room. It is telling you to have courage and stand up for yourself. You have the desire to move on to something that is more meaningful, that's more substantial, whether it's a new relationship or whether it's a new job. That could be either for both of you. It could be both or one or the other, of course. But it is also telling you to make sure that you are speaking your mind with confidence and that you are balancing the mental and emotional side of things and not being overly emotional or acting out of haste. It may be wise also to seek the counsel of someone who may have been in your position so that you make the best possible decision for yourself, okay? What I am asking for now is what your next course of action should be. What your next course of action should be. We have 10 of Wands with the Lovers and the 3 of Swords. Okay. Some of you, with the Lovers, of course, this, like I said, is evident and obvious. It could be a romantic situation, but it also could be a decision, because a person, a relationship or situation has become too much of a burden to you. You don't really want to let it go. You may not want to leave that job. You may not want to leave that person. You may not want to leave, your residence, but you know that in order to reach in order for you to reach the desires of your heart, you have to understand that sometimes, as much as we love jobs and people and places and situations, that it only takes you so far. Okay. And for you to be able to receive the desires of your heart, you have to realize that sometimes it may not come from the source that we would like, but it is still out there. It's still available and you can still have it. You just have to maybe consider the source that you're asking it to come from. Okay, Leos? That seems to be pretty consistent with your last couple of readings, in that I feel like a lot of you are holding on to something out of loyalty or out of what in this case the moon says fears from failure. You may be afraid to step out on your own. You may be fearful to leave behind, maybe, like I said, a place that you have known all your life. You know, you may need to leave your hometown. Some of you may need to leave a relationship behind. But whatever the case it is, you can have what you want. But again, it is saying to consider the source in which you are asking. And if it is a relationship or even a job, I do feel that there will be, I don't want to say a pleasant separation, but you both will understand that it's necessary. Okay, so I don't feel that there will be anything taken personally from this. All right, your life purpose oracle message says light and love. Light and love. And it says your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world, not just your current situation. So I'm going to tell you to branch out, Leos, and to stop holding yourself back. All right. When it comes to love, we're going to use our Romance Angel Oracle, and we are looking for any love advice for you. Love advice for Leos. Love advice for Leos. Make it clear and plain. Thank you. Your love life may be a little chaotic right now, Leo, but let's see what the cards say. Love advice for Leos. We have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. We have wedding. This situation involves marriage. And we have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Okay. I'm going to get some clarifiers on this, but just right off the bat, I'm interpreting this in two, maybe possibly three different ways. The first way I am interpreting this is that some of you are holding on to an ex who was not honest about their relationship status, and you found out later on that they did in fact commit to someone else while they were seeing you, and you need to let that person in that situation go. Some of you Leos are currently involved with someone who is possibly already attached, and they're not being completely honest with you. I feel like they're selling you a dream that they can give you something that they know they can't give you. And that is what you need to release. Some of you Leos, you are the one who is in a situation or relationship commitment where you're not being honest with yourself and your partner. You may still be in love with an ex, and you are in this commitment because you want to be committed, or you don't feel what you once did for them. Whew. For those of you who the latter represents, because that's deep. If you are the one, Leo, who is not being honest with yourself and your partner, we're looking for advice for you. The people who are holding on to others that are not yours, you already know what you need to do there. I don't need to tell you. And I'm not here to judge. We've all done some things that we should or shouldn't do. It is up to you how things go from here. But for those of my Leos who are confused about their current commitment and their current relationship, it is telling you don't stop. And the Eight of Cups. Okay. I know you want something that's more. That came up twice. Okay. Wanting something more, something better. There's always going to be something that you see or you feel is bigger and better than what you have. a person who you feel is more attractive than the person you're with, a house that's bigger, a car that's prettier, someone, it's always something else. Okay. And I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told Cancers, I believe it was, and you could be dealing with the Cancer, but do not get fixated on the destination. Do not get stuck in destination fixation. Live in the now, because guess what? You may think the grass is greener, and then you find out later that they painted over all of the dead grass. Everything is not always what it appears, Leos. So I do encourage you, those of you who are not being mistreated in your current situation, to seek counseling and do what you can to try to make it work, because I feel that it can. I'm definitely not telling anyone to stay in a situation where they are not being treated properly, and whatever that means to you. You know what that means. If you're being cheated on and you're being slapped around, no, you don't have to deal with that crap. But you know what I'm talking about. All right, Leos, before we go, we're going to wrap this up with one last Oracle advice message. And it says, confidence. This is the number 42. 4 is a number of stability. 2 is a number in pairings. You need to have confidence in dealing with your significant other and other situations that arise. When you add the 4 and the 2 together, you get a 6, which is a number of communication. When you are speaking up for yourself and you are communicating and talking to people who are involved in a situation, you need to do so boldly and with confidence and assertiveness. Okay. Your hold on. I turned to choices, but you do have a choice in the matter in which your life goes. You don't have to settle for anything. And I do believe that was one of your messages before. It's not settling. But confidence says there are a few of my chosen ones who have the confidence and courage to live forever. There is one such immortal being who has kept this oracle safe in a castle, blah, 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 mystical storytelling. But it says, the time is now. This is your time. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move through life's challenges and receive gifts. Know that you have been chosen and you have everything that you need to make the right decision. Walk with your head held high and take the next step towards your goal with confidence, and you will be guided with every step that you take along the way, Leo. Okay, so that is your reading. This is kind of a deep one. Okay, so I will be in prayer with you, Leos, who this does resonate with, that you make the best possible decision for yourself in confidence and without fear. Okay. What else was I going to say? Yeah. If this resonates with you, give me a thumbs up, comment below, share it, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you'd like to reach me directly, the link to the website is in the description box below. So till next time, Leos, love you. Take care.